On a beautiful island far across the ocean, we see Sonic, running at full speed through the lush green fields. Sonic isn't an ordinary hedgehog. He's fast, energetic, and different. Because he has supernatural powers, he was told to keep those powers hidden, but Sonic was still a kid, playful, stubborn, and full of attitude. He didn't like rules. Soon, he rushes back home where Longclaw, a wise old owl who raised him like her own child, waits for him. Longclaw warns him, "Sonic, never use your powers in front of anyone. If someone sees you, you'll be in danger." Sonic laughs and says, "Danger? No one can see me, I'm too fast." But before they can talk any further, a tribe of echidnas attacks. Longclaw sees them coming and quickly grabs Sonic, flying him high into the sky. Arrows are fired. One hits Longclaw's wing and she starts to fall. Sonic panics, but Longclaw, in pain, says, "You have a gift, Sonic, a power no one else has, and people will always try to take it from you. The only way to survive is to keep running." She takes out a golden ring from her pouch. It glows, creating a portal to another world. This leads to a place called Earth. You'll be safe there. As strange creatures close in, she hands him the entire bag of rings and tells him to go. Sonic hesitates. He doesn't want to leave her, but the portal closes, and he's gone. Longclaw disappears behind him. 10 years later, we arrive in a quiet little town called Green Hills. Here we meet Tom, a small-town police officer who takes his job seriously, even though nothing exciting ever happens here. He spends most days checking car speeds on empty roads. No cars and just silence. Bored, he even checks the speed of a turtle, but suddenly, zoom! Something races by at unbelievable speed, and Tom's radar gun goes crazy. He looks around, but there's no one, only a single blue hair left behind. He thinks it's a glitch and drives off. Meanwhile, Sonic, who caused the radar blast, saves that same turtle from being crushed under a car. He zooms the turtle around the forest for a fun, super fast ride, then gently sets it free. Later, Sonic returns to his hidden cave in the woods, his secret home, filled with all kinds of human stuff he's collected over the years. He works out, reads comics, and just enjoys life. He knows that if he ever gets discovered, he'll have to use his rings to escape to the Mushroom Planet, a weird world covered entirely in mushrooms. But for now, he's happy here. Green Hills feels like home. The people are kind and simple. Sonic never shows himself, but he secretly admires Tom, the cop who always helps everyone, even animals. Sonic calls him the Donut Lord because Tom always talks to his donuts before eating them. Tom lives with his girlfriend Maddie, a kind-hearted veterinary doctor. Sonic never talks to them, but deep down, he feels like they're his family. He watches their lives from afar, laughing when they laugh, smiling when they're happy. One night when Tom comes home, Maddie surprises him with great news. She's been promoted to a new job in San Francisco. Both are thrilled, though it means leaving Green Hills behind. Tom dreams of helping more people, and this move might just be his chance. We now see Sonic again, standing near a baseball field, watching a game in full swing. He's completely fascinated. He loves how the players cheer, how the crowd goes wild, and deep down, he wishes he could play too. But sadly, Sonic can't. He can't let anyone see him. A little later, when the field empties out and everyone goes home, Sonic decides to have some fun of his own. Using his super speed, he becomes every player on the field, the batter, the pitcher, even the one catching the ball. He runs, slides, and scores, all at once. He's having the time of his life, but soon, that excitement fades, because there's no one there to cheer for him, no one to give him a high five, and that loneliness hits hard. Sonic realizes that no matter what, he'll always have to stay hidden. Frustrated and sad, he starts running around the baseball field, faster and faster, until blue lightning bursts from his body. His energy builds up to an uncontrollable level, and in one massive surge, he releases a shockwave that knocks out power, not just in Green Hills, but across the entire Pacific Northwest. Cut to the US government headquarters. Inside a high-level meeting room, chaos unfolds. Top officials are debating what just happened. "Could this be some kind of electromagnetic pulse?" one of them asks. "Impossible," another replies. "No EMP could generate that kind of power." Everyone's confused. Then someone adds, "NASA confirmed. This wasn't an alien attack or a power plant failure." The room falls silent until the president speaks up. "We need someone brilliant enough to solve this mystery, even if he's a bit eccentric." Everyone immediately knows who he's talking about, Dr. Robotnik. The president continues, "He might be strange, but he's the only one who's cracked cases like this before." Back at the baseball field in Green Hills, the military is already investigating the site. A massive high-tech truck rolls in, and out steps Dr. Robotnik himself, followed by his loyal assistant, Agent Stone. Robotnik wastes no time showing off his arrogance. "You can all stand down," he sneers at the army officers. "From here on out, this is my show." He deploys a swarm of sleek, advanced drones into the forest. The drones scan everything around, until one detects something unusual, Sonic's footprints. Robotnik examines the data closely and says, "These aren't human. I've matched them with every known species on Earth. Nothing fits. That means it's from another world." His eyes light up with excitement. Finally, something extraordinary. He sends his entire team to track down the creature. Drones and soldiers spread out, surrounding the area. Meanwhile, far away in the woods, Sonic watches everything from a distance. He immediately realizes they're here for him. Panicked, Sonic rushes back to his hideout. He starts packing his things, grabs his bag of rings, and prepares to open a portal to the Mushroom Planet. But just as he's about to throw a ring, he hears something. Footsteps. Someone's nearby. Sonic freezes, and instead of escaping, he decides to hide and find out who's coming. We cut to Tom, talking to Maddie on the phone late at night. Everything seems normal until he hears a noise outside, the sound of a trash can tipping over. He sighs. "Ugh, not again. Those raccoons are back," he mutters. Grabbing his tranquilizer gun, Tom steps out to check. But what he finds is not a raccoon. It's Sonic, hiding in his garage. Sonic's trying to stay out of sight, ready to open a portal and escape to the Mushroom Planet. Just as he's about to throw the ring, Tom walks in, and both of them freeze in shock. For a split second, they just stare at each other. Then, bam! Tom accidentally fires the tranquilizer. The dart hits Sonic right in the leg. As he starts to lose consciousness, his eyes catch something on Tom's t-shirt, the word San Francisco. The ring in his hand reacts. A golden portal opens up in the air, and all of Sonic's rings fall through it, landing on top of a tall building somewhere in San Francisco. Sonic tries to reach them, but collapses before he can do anything. Tom is completely freaked out. He traps the strange blue creature inside a cage, trying to figure out what just happened. After a while, Sonic wakes up and effortlessly breaks free. Tom's eyes widen in disbelief. The creature is talking, like actually talking. Tom panics, thinking maybe Sonic's some kind of alien trying to abduct him. Before they can even clear the confusion, Dr. Robotnik and his team arrive at Tom's house with an army of drones. Sonic panics again and says, "Listen, I need your help. I can barely move because of your dart, and if they catch me, they'll experiment on me. Or worse." Tom hesitates for a moment, but decides to help. He hides Sonic up in the attic just before Robotnik knocks on the door. Robotnik smirks and says, "I'm here investigating a massive power outage. Mind if I come in?" Tom blocks the door. "Sorry, this is private property." Robotnik smiles wider and sends his mini drones flying inside the house. They start scanning every corner. Sonic, terrified, tries to stay quiet, but accidentally bumps into a table. Crash. Hearing the noise, Robotnik shoves Tom aside and storms in, only to find a raccoon eating cake. Embarrassed, he turns to leave, but then notices something shiny on the floor, a blue hair. His expression changes instantly. He raises his drone weapon and yells, "Tell me where the creature is!" Before Tom can react, Sonic jumps out to protect him. Robotnik gasps, "So it's you, the source of that blue energy!" In that moment, Tom seizes the chance and punches Robotnik right in the face. The evil genius crashes to the ground, knocked out cold, but his drones immediately activate and start firing lasers. Tom and Sonic dive behind the table for cover. Sonic jumps onto one of the drones, spinning like lightning, while Tom grabs a vase and smashes another one down. The drone explodes, and together, they sprint to Tom's truck and speed off into the night. A few moments later, Agent Stone arrives and revives Robotnik. The doctor, furious, screams, "You fool! Why didn't you stop them?" Now, on the open road, Sonic and Tom catch their breath. Sonic says, "Okay, I'm a hedgehog, but I'm kind of in big trouble. My rings fell through a portal onto a tower in San Francisco, and without them, I can't escape to the Mushroom Planet. So, you're gonna take me there." Tom snaps back, "Because of you, I punched a government agent. I'm already in enough trouble." He slams the brakes and yells, "Get out! You can run to San Francisco yourself!" Sonic tries, and in a blur, disappears into the distance. But within seconds, he's back. "I don't know the way," Sonic admits sheepishly. "And besides, this is your fault. You tranquilized me." Tom sighs, realizing he's right. "Fine, I'll take you to San Francisco." As the sun sets, the two unlikely companions hit the road, the start of a crazy adventure neither of them saw coming. That night, they pull over to rest. Tom steps out to call his friend Wade from a nearby payphone, while Sonic waits inside the car. Curious, restless, and full of questions, Tom quickly calls Wade and says, "Don't tell anyone I called you," but Wade nervously replies, "Doctor already knows, because he's right here." The very next second, Dr. Robotnik grabs the phone, smirks coldly, and says, "Tom, you punched me once. Now I'm not letting you get away." Tom rushes back to the car, only to find Sonic missing. He looks around and figures Sonic must have gone into the nearby bar. Inside, Sonic is having the time of his life. Tom storms in and says, "We have to leave right now." But Sonic grins and says, "Hey, today's my last day on Earth. Can't I have just a little fun?" When people ask about Sonic, Tom nervously says, "Oh, he's got this rare condition. That's why he's so, hairy." Sonic bursts out laughing. Then Tom sighs and says, "All right, make a bucket list." Sonic looks confused. "Bucket list? What's that?" Tom explains, "It's all the things you want to do before before you die. Sonic gets super excited and starts writing things down, but suddenly goes quiet. Softly, he says, "I haven't done anything yet, and tomorrow I'll be gone." Tom looks at him, his eyes heavy with emotion. He smiles and says, "All right, one more hour. Let's finish your list." And so, Sonic goes wild, playing games, riding the bull, dancing with people, checking off half the list in one night, but then a few thugs mess with him. A fight breaks out. One of them swings at Sonic, and that's when Sonic activates his power. The entire place freezes. Time itself stops. Sonic zips around, taking everyone down in seconds, then smirks and says, "Well, that's another thing off the list." Tom pulls him out of the bar, both laughing as they escape. Later that night, they stop at a motel. Tom tells him, "You can have all the fun you want here." Sonic grins, and in a blur of blue, he trashes the whole room in seconds. Then he flops on the bed and falls asleep. Tom notices Sonic's bucket list lying nearby. At the very end, one wish stands out: make a real friend. Tom goes silent. He realizes Sonic's never had one. Meanwhile, the news flashes on TV. Dr. Robotnik has declared Tom a terrorist. Every cop in the state is hunting him down. At the same time, Robotnik and Agent Stone arrive at the bar, use the CCTV footage, and track Sonic and Tom heading toward San Francisco. To stop them, Robotnik sends out a massive, high-tech battle tank. The tank attacks Tom's car. Sonic gets furious, electricity crackling all over his body. He turns into a lightning bolt and destroys the tank completely. Tom and Sonic cheer, thinking it's over. But suddenly, a monster car emerges from the wreckage and attacks again. Sonic races forward, using the car's own weapons to blow it apart. Just when they think it's done, a small drone bike bursts out. Tom says, "This one's mine." He hands the wheel to Sonic, grabs his flashlight, and takes out the bike in style. But then, another mini-drone shoots out, slicing through the car roof with a laser. Sonic catches it and crushes it, but a bomb sticks to his hand. Tom pulls over, trying to help remove it, but it's stuck tight. Finally, Sonic uses a screwdriver to pry it off, sticks it onto a rock, and the moment it explodes, Sonic collapses to the ground, unconscious. Robotnik loses his mind when he realizes Sonic is still alive, but then he finds something. One single blue hair, the same one he took from Tom's house. Meanwhile, Tom takes Sonic to his girlfriend Maddie's place, where she lives with her sister Rachel. The moment Tom walks in, Rachel blocks the door. She yells, "You're not coming in, you're a wanted criminal," but Tom pushes his way inside anyway. Just then, Tom's dog pulls the blanket off the couch, revealing Sonic lying right there. The sight makes Rachel faint instantly. At the same time, Robotnik starts experimenting on Sonic's blue hair. He discovers it contains insane amounts of high voltage energy, enough to power anything and make it super fast. He connects it to his machines, and suddenly, all his systems start running at lightning speed. Back at Maddie's house, Tom says, "You have to wake him up somehow." Maddie replies, "Tom, I'm a vet. I treat animals. I've never seen anything like this before." But then she uses a human-smelling capsule to revive him, and as soon as Sonic wakes up, he zips around the room at full speed. Maddie freaks out and pulls Tom aside. "What is going on? Who is that thing?" she asks. Tom sighs and says, "I accidentally shot him with a tranquilizer dart. Now I'm just trying to help him. I have to get him to the Trans-America building." Realizing Sonic's life is in danger, Maddie agrees to help because she knows Tom's only doing this to save him. Rachel's daughter, Jojo, sees Sonic's torn shoes and sweetly brings him a new pair. Sonic smiles big, his first real gift from a friend. The three of them hit the road toward the Trans-America building. Once they reach the tower, Tom hides Sonic inside a bag to keep him out of sight. They make it all the way up to the rooftop, where Sonic finally finds his ring pouch. It's time for him to go. Tom and Sonic both get emotional. Sonic doesn't want to leave, but he knows if he stays, Tom and Maddie will be in danger. He opens a ring to the mushroom planet and gets ready to jump. But just then, one ring hits a drone and bounces away. Robotnik arrives, surrounded by his flying machines. He laughs and says, "You're not escaping this time." Sonic quickly thinks of a plan. He pushes Tom and Maddie off the rooftop. Robotnik is shocked, completely frozen for a second. Then he charges at Sonic, activating the same ultra energy powered by Sonic's hair. Robotnik fires energy blasts as Sonic slows down time itself, zipping through the air, dodging bullets, and destroying every single drone in slow motion. But Robotnik's ship is now supercharged too. It's moving as fast as Sonic. He attacks again, and Sonic gets thrown from the building, crashing hard into a tree. Barely conscious, Sonic grabs one last ring and sends Tom and Maddie safely back to Green Hills. Then he hits the ground, motionless. Robotnik smirks, thinking it's over, but Sonic's not done yet. He gathers all his remaining strength, and every single ring around him begins to glow. A fierce chase begins. Sonic versus Robotnik, both moving at blinding speed, both powered by the same electric energy, one fighting to protect his world, the other trying to control it. Sonic couldn't believe what was happening. No one, not a single being, had ever matched his speed before. So how was Robotnik keeping up with him? He quickly pulls out his rings and begins jumping across portals. First racing across the Great Wall of China, then zipping past the pyramids in Egypt. But no matter where he goes, Robotnik stays right behind him. Desperate to slow him down, Sonic whirls up a massive sandstorm, trapping Robotnik for a moment, then throws a ring straight toward Green Hills. He leaps through it, but Robotnik sees him and fires. Following right behind, Sonic crashes hard onto the streets of Green Hills, bruised and exhausted, and Robotnik lands right after him. Hearing the chaos, Tom, Maddie, and the townspeople rush over. Tom shouts, "This is all because of you! Look what you did to him!" Robotnik laughs, "He's just an alien. Why do you even care?" Tom looks him dead in the eyes and says, "He's so much more than that. He's got more humanity than you ever will, and most importantly, he's my best friend." Those words reach Sonic. His eyes open, glowing bright blue. Electricity bursts out of him. He's stronger than ever before. Now he understands. Robotnik's ship was running on his power from that single hair. So Sonic charges up and draws the energy right back out of it. Robotnik panics and fires every missile he has, but Sonic goes into double super speed, dodging every blast and hitting back, smashing through Robotnik's ship again and again. The sky lights up with blue streaks and explosions. Finally, the ship starts to fall apart. Tom grabs one of Sonic's rings, throws it in the air, and opens a portal to the Mushroom Planet. Sonic smiles, then says, "Time to take a little trip, Doc." He charges up one final time, blasts Robotnik and his ship straight through the portal, and the villain disappears into the world of mushrooms. Sonic laughs. "We did it." Tom and Maddie cheer. Green Hills is safe again. Life slowly returns to normal. Tom decides not to move to San Francisco after all. He stays in Green Hills with Maddie. Together, they start fixing up their home, when suddenly, a limo pulls up. The president himself steps out, thanking Tom for keeping the alien secret. He even hands him a reward and says, "So, can I meet that alien of yours? I won't tell anyone, I promise." Tom smiles and says, "Sorry, he's gone now." He closes the door quietly. But the truth? Sonic never left. He's right there, living with them. Tom builds him a cozy little space in the attic, filled with Sonic's favorite things. Sonic looks around, eyes full of tears. For the first time in his life, he finally has a family. Meanwhile, on the Mushroom Planet, Robotnik is losing his mind. Surrounded by endless mushrooms, he screams in frustration, but then smirks as he holds up one last blue hair. And just before the credits roll, a portal opens in Green Hills. Out steps a little two-tailed fox, tails him saying, "I've finally found him." And that's where the movie ends. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and drop a comment if you're ready for the next part, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.